Okay, guys, it seems I'm live now. Let me just share the links, okay, with everyone. Sorry for that. As I said, I'm not great. Let me delete this and delete the whole link. Just copy and delete this one too. Yeah, it seems I'm live. I'm just gonna share it now, okay, with everyone. Just gonna share the link of the live video. Hold on. Okay, guys, it seems I'm live now. Let me. Okay, I'm just gonna go and where's the link for the. I don't know what happened, but usually. Also, let me just check and update. Okay, let me just click this copy link. This is the. Sorry, just bear with me. Uh, Put it here. And then also Tarek. So, all right. No, first of all, I'm just gonna make just quick update. I don't know if the voice is okay. Um, Please, if there is anything wrong, just pop a chat. You can chat always here. Let me just close this because it's not working. You can chat here, okay, and tell me if you can see me or the voice or the sound is not good. Okay, normally I do my live video for in Arabic for my Arabic speakers, Arabic followers. But this time I'm gonna make it in English for because recently I somehow found out that there are some followers in English who are non-Arabic speakers. Um, Again, I'm not that good in English. I'll try to do my best just to make it understandable as I could. But really, the reason I'm making the video today for so many reasons. First, just to have some analysis on the recent downtrend that is happening in the market. The second thing, actually, what you know made me really force me to do this video is I noticed in the recent months there were some crypto figures who are very famous in the crypto world, and they've been shelling the market so hard. And I'm not saying anything wrong about that. Actually, I used to follow them, and I still follow them, and some of them I learned crypto because of them, and I learned so much of them. But at the same time, it got me somehow upset. First, you have to excuse my hubbly bubbly. It's my hubbly bubbly time. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it. Bear with it. But why I'm doing this? For so many reasons. Um, what I don't like or what pissed me off really recently is the following. I mean, we can see so many people out there trying to shell the market as as far as they can do it. Okay, and I can understand that everyone wants the market to go up, and I don't mind that. Even myself, I wanted just I wanted just or I wanted to go up as much as it can because really it's gonna make us all uh, rich and happy. But what bugs me off is just you can't have only one direction. I mean, there is nothing in the world, okay, goes one way or one direction. It has to go ups and downs, or it has to go. It's a cycle. You cannot just have one direction all way long. And I love this today a quote, but it was in Arabic that you have to be careful from these people who are actually shilling the market all the way up only, and they never have the downside. From the other hand, which is wrong because these or those crypto figures have so many, I mean, thousands of followers, and they depend on them. They rely on them, which is sometimes is wrong, but you have to put that in mind, and they have to know that it's a responsibility uh, falls on their shoulders and on them. Okay, you have to make sure and I'm sorry, I just want to apologize for my Arabic followers. Okay, I'm doing it in English this time, but really because I'm having a plan just to upload it in so many other sites, such as Trading Views and others. So I need to make it in English for others actually to get or to understand what I'm saying. And at the same time, I will have some analysis. We're going to speak about them. So, anyway, going back to my initial subject, which is I have so many names that started to piss me off because they just keeps shelling the market and keeps getting the people deep in shit and just keep them buying okay at the wrong levels and wrong prices, and they don't even warn them that it might be or there might be a different view now or a different trend. You have to be careful even if you have like a long-term view that everything is going to go up eventually. It's okay, but there is no harm just to tell your audience, okay, just to step back a little bit, wait, stay aside, and wait. And there is no also harm to sell something at the peak and get back in at a discount level. I mean, what's wrong with that? Why we always just tend to just deceive our audience and try to give them the picture that they just want to listen to? I know that there are a lot of pharaohs out there or a lot of crypto traders out there or investors or contributors, okay, they're looking just for the market to go up and they only want to hear that, but you don't always have to tell them what they want to hear. You have to tell them what exactly happening, and this is the honesty. This is what actually responsibility that falls on you when you have followers that depend on your views. So don't shell everything for your own sake. I mean, I know some names, such as, I mean, there is a guy called Marius out there, okay? Even I was deceived by his calls when he started just to call I mean to shell the market and saying okay we're gonna go bull, and my data is showing that the bull run is gonna start on 8th of March. Then when it didn't work, he says it's gonna start on 10th of March. Then he says it's gonna start on 11th of March. Then he issued or released another report saying that it's gonna start on 15th of March, which is today by the way. And every time it turned out he's wrong, and even myself I got deceived at a certain time because I was bearish in the market before I got introduced to that guy, and but the way and the confidence he was talking about and about his data that he's talking about made me think that maybe he has something else that we don't know. Maybe he has a system, algorithm system that shows that okay, it's going. It's showing him something different that we don't see. Especially he started to talk about whales and funds and Wall Street. So I said maybe yeah it happens. Okay, some people has their own system and their own data that or algorithm system that shows them that okay the market is gonna go up or a bull run is gonna start there or here. And I know it happens, especially these what they call it high frequency trading. Okay, so I thought maybe, and even when there was some pump in the market or bounce in the market, okay, I thought that maybe this is the time he was talking about. And I remember that although I was bearish, okay, but when the market bounced on 11th of March or 12th of March, I started to buy a lot. I started to buy a lot in Bitcoin, Litecoin, and even some Ethereum and some ICX Icon. And I'm gonna speak about Icon, by the way, because I made a very bearish call a few months ago about it, and I'm still convinced that it's gonna go to where I already initially said. And then next day, I didn't like the move of that crypto, or of that bounce. So although the market was going up, still didn't like it. So I started to sell back everything I bought. I went out at the break even level almost. Maybe I lost $1,000 or so, but it's not that much. It doesn't matter. But I'm sorry. But what I want to say is um, just as I said, you have to. Sorry, guys. You have to be very careful when you speak to your audience about anything. So um, I was deceived myself and I sold back everything. And today I saw an announcement from the best or the most famous Schiller guy ever existed. Although I learned a lot from him, but I didn't like his movement recently, the recent few months, okay, when he started just to share some ICOs for his own benefit, okay, because he got into the ICO in a pre-sale or a private sale earlier than others, okay, so he started to share just to get his audience, and when it's sold out, he does give, he started to give some lame excuses about it. It was Shalina. Everybody knows about Ian Shalina. Today, I saw a very weird announcement that he started to sell. You know, he sold this RDN, and he sold Bryden Network, if you all heard about, and he sold his Telecoin, who I remember was selling it to the max, and even he was applauding every time, we're talking about Telecoin. And Icon, the one that actually made already 100x and still kept selling it and never let his people to sell it, and kept saying, you know what, no, it's going to go up and it's going to go to 40 billion, and some claims, I mean, something made you 100x. It was at 10 cents, and it went in 4 months, okay, up to $12.5, and it made 106. Why don't you let people sold it? I wasn't part of that Icon. I didn't participate in that ICO, but I was surprised that he was start still shilling it and didn't sell any. And now he just made a comment that he sold. I mean, he sold his initial investments, of course. So that's his way, and I like that. I learned it from him. But today he said, "Just I'm gonna exit because I will quote." He said, Icon is still a great project. Nothing has changed. I think it will do well and has a bright future. Team just doesn't want me associated with their projects, so I will respectively exit. Yeah, I know. You are exiting because now Icon is going almost to $2, and maybe it will break that support and go a little bit down. So at least you just try to manage to make some excess before it's actually wrecked. So I didn't like that excuse. I would have done it differently. Be totally honest that I was wrong, and I think market is gonna collapse for a bit, and let's just wait and buy them at a different place. Now today is just I want to explain why do I have the bearish view, and I've been called in so many groups. I'm a negative guy, and I'm just trying to create a FUD, fear of uncertainty, and but really that wasn't the case, because why would I do this? I mean, for me, I'm totally involved in this market, and for me, if the market goes up, I will make money. I'm not shorting. I'm not a guy who shorts. I'm not in margin trading. So and I'm not a trader. But being an ex-trader, okay, ex-day trader, okay, made me sometimes know how to analyze the market and know when it's actually peaking and when it's gonna go down. And I love charting. charts, and I do believe that charts tell you a lot and can give you a perspective view and a constructive one actually and ahead of everyone, but nobody listen to that. So that's why. But in the same time, I was totally new because when I joined this market, I joined it on May 2017, and I joined with a very little capital. Then when market started to dump, it was June and July. I remember it was the the worst 2 months of my life because the moment I got in, the market started to collapse and really lose values. So I lost almost 50% of what I got in. So I injected more capital, almost my own life savings, and I was good. I made almost like more than 11x on my capital at certain time, I mean, at certain point of time, and at that time when the Bitcoin reached almost $20,000, 19,600, I remember I started to cash out almost 35%, and I didn't cash the rest. It was a mistake, and I still regret it till this day, because everybody was shelling that, and they were saying that it's gonna go it's gonna go beyond $1 trillion. I said maybe if I'm wrong, maybe if let's keep some. Okay, I don't want to just get out of the game totally. Although I was so convinced that I should, because the way it pumped from 10,000 to $20,000 just in the last month of the year, when from November to December, it was very weird, and it was sending me a lot of messages that there is something wrong, that big funds just got in just to make as much as quick profit as they can, and they stretch the or what they call the crypto to the maximum they can, so they can make as much profit as they can. uh, Now, um, when I started, um, my plan was as the following, and also I was having some confused planning or plans. As I said, my English is not that good, so I'm trying just to make it as understandable as I could. Anyway, um, what I'm saying is when I started trading, my plan was just to try to make as much profit as I can, and I just collect and have a diversified portfolio of so many ICOs as I could. Because of one thing, I was planning for 2 3 years investments, but I was saying to myself, you know what? I don't want to invest my own capital. I will just try to just every time there is an ICO that makes me 2 to 3x, I'm just gonna cash out my initial investments, okay, and leave the rest, and so on, and reinvest this initial investment till I collect as much as I could from this. And my plan was just to leave it for 2 3 years, because when I was looking back into Ethereum and Neos and Bitcoin, all of them, they were at pennies at some time, some point of the time. Okay, and in 2 3 years, they went to 1,000x. So I'm still believing in that. I'm not saying that the market is not going to go up eventually, but when, this is the $1 million question, which is everybody expecting that Bitcoin will reach to $1 million, and I believe it could happen, but not because it's gonna cancel, or it's gonna actually let people just to um, how can to replace the fiat currency. This is not going to happen. Even whatever those crypto freaks believe, I still not believe in that, because I'm not going to go and buy a bread, okay, with a Bitcoin that worth $1, and then pay almost like, I don't know, $100 fees just to get it. That's not. I mean, this is not even impossible. All right, and till the time that really a good coin that can be very usable by the mass, okay, I would maybe change my mind. But till this day, nothing happened, okay, like this, even if they just claim it. I don't care. I have attended two summits, okay, for these crypto. One is ICO, was in Zurich, and one was in Dubai. But I still not believing in this as others believe. However, um, I know this video is somehow, maybe some people will look at it as a negative, but I have to tell you what I can see. I'm not gonna tell you what you wanna see or what you wish, because this is not the purpose of this video. Um, and as I said, my plan was just to keep, and that's what I did. Eventually, that's what I did. I have a portfolio that full of almost 45 coins, and all of them have a massive amounts of coins. And hopefully, in 2 3 years, if the market kept going down, okay, and not recovered very soon, and maybe it's gonna recover like in 2 3 years, as I'm gonna show you now in the chart. What do I mean about that? But it's still, I'm sad I didn't do it, because I was at one point of the time, okay, very well off, and I could have now retired if I cashed out all my money by January 7th, 2018. But it didn't happen. Shit happens. So what I'm gonna say. So I have to deal with it. But still, I have my own capital. I have done almost 50% on it. And actually, I cashed almost 35% of my capital. At that time, it was like almost 2.5x. But because I reinvested some in other ICOs, especially in private sales, a lot of private sales ICOs, and it took a lot of my cash, and I regret it, because most of ICOs now coming out under the ICO prices, but it's okay. As I said, shit happens. So now let's move. Again, a last message before I move to charts. Just for these people, Marius, Shalina, whoever, just trying to shell. Please, guys, okay, just go with the flow, go with the trend. Be honest with your audience. Try just to not bluff them as much as you do. And word is not all about you guys. It's also about the people that, because there are people who 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 got involved in this market and use their mortgages. Even they're using loans. They're using. I mean, they're not rich as you. So bear that in mind. I mean, put that in mind and see that they might lose everything one day because you just keep shelling. And when something does a 50x, 100x, that's what I did. Why I cashed out? Because I found some that made me 52x, and some made me 30x, and some made me like almost 25x. What do I need more? I mean, I still have my cash, and I made almost 50% of my capital. Believe me, when I used to trade stocks and forex, when you make 20% a year, that was like, oh my God, I nailed it. Okay, I have done the best that nobody else could have done it. So making 50% is still pretty good, by the way. I made it just in what, 6 months? It's nothing, because really my largest capital started in July, and from July to now it's almost like 7 months. Okay, so but I cashed it out almost 7th of January. So still having 50% of my capital is still good. I have, as I said, a full of portfolio that it's not worthing that much now, because compared to what I used to have on January 7th. But as I said, maybe by time, even I made a joke to my kids. I told them, you know what, guys, maybe I didn't have that much of saving for you in the future, but I bought you something that it could be your future, crypto coins. And they said, they're still young, what is crypto? And I said, don't worry, one day you're going to figure it out when you grow up and be a bit older. But you will thank me for it, because if this is going to be the future, which is the blockchain and these cryptocurrencies, they will be worth millions. And I still have my day job, which is very good. I'm very well paid off. I get very well paid. So I will keep doing it. And maybe you never know, if the market recovers again in a year or two, maybe I will be able also to retire as planned as my initial plan. So anyway, let's move to the charting as we speak now. Okay, just give me a second here. Um, okay, I normally don't use TradingView. I just subscribe to Pro, very recent. And why? Because I use coinigy.com. Okay, this is my chart. Let me just go back to my old chart that I always done it in the past. Okay, when I was so bearish. Okay, and so many coins. Okay, so first I'm gonna speak about. Let me see if this is the one. Hold on. No, this is not the. Oh, this is BTC. Um, yeah, this is the one I think. Okay. This is the one that I have done actually in a few weeks ago, and let me just put it in 6 hours as actually it was initially done. Um, okay, as I can see here, the problem is with this chart. It's showing me that we're going down. Uh, Hold on a moment. Look, um, if you look at the daily chart, okay, you can see that we are bearing. And I will go back also why I expected that the market is going to go down from when it reached the peak, 19,600 or somewhere around that. I will tell you later, but let me just go quick on this chart, okay? If we can see that when we got down, okay, and we went up again, okay, to almost $17,000, I didn't like this this inverted hammer, okay? I didn't like it, or hangman, whatever names you call it. I just saw them based on my experience in charting, okay? I did know there will be a downside. And I immediately, okay, draw this chart, okay? And I saw there will be a down shot. Now, we hit exactly, okay, the down level here at 6,000, and I had a prediction about this level also. I'm just gonna show it to you, but I'm just gonna speak about the recent pump uh, of this chart when it went up from. Looks like the live stream. I don't know if it's good or not. Please let me know if it's good or not. Just write down in the chat. Okay, if you notice, I just made a prediction when we reach to that level, which is 11,000. Okay, when we touch this, I made a prediction that this market is going to go down up to 9,350. Okay, I'm just going to leave my happily puppy. As you can see here, okay, I'm just going to pump it just to be even bigger. Yeah, okay, 9,350. And then the next target I was expecting, I said, okay, it's going to go to there, okay, and it's going to bounce back up to test that resistance, which was support previously. Then it will go down to 7,640. And what happened is it didn't go down. It went down almost to 10,000 or 10,100, and then it pumped out and it got out of the channel. But you know what? I saw here all the indicators are just showing me that we're going to overbought. If that was going to bounce or to really go way up, okay, and break that channel, because always sometimes the breakouts could be a fake breakout. You have to understand this. So if it was going to go up, actually all the indicators would have shown me that we're not in the overbought territory. And even the way it was going up, it was like struggling just to break out the resistance. And here I was putting the resistance at 11,050 or 60, okay, and it barely broke it, okay, and it was rejected again, and it was bouncing again and rejecting the whole breakout, and it's coming down again. And notice something. I put, I didn't change it. I still was convinced, unless till the I was introduced to that guy. What's his name is called Marius, okay? But I don't know. Somehow I got deceived for just a day or two. Then I changed my mind, and I'll show you the Litecoin why I was suspecting that Litecoin can ever go up from there. I didn't buy when it was at 250, and there was a lady called Litecoin Queen who used to just also shell and pump whatever the Litecoin. Anyway, so we expected the support, and look what happened. It's exactly matching there. It went down to 9,380, which very close. We missed by a few dollars, but it touched the support. Then it tried to bounce, but you know what? It was rejected again because it got into the channel, the downtrend channel, the one that we already draw it. So it was rejected again to break out and get out of it, all right? And then it went down to the second support, which is 8,415. And it touched exactly the support that we said. Now what happened again? It bounced again, and it made a fake higher low, and it made you show, okay, we're gonna pop up. But I'll tell you why I don't get deceived that easily, because of my moving average. Those are my friends, and I will tell you why. One friend of the once long time ago taught me a very good way of actual analysis using the moving average. But anyway, it bounced back up. It was rejected again when it broke out the trend line of the downtrend channel, and it went back down again to the third support we discussed, which is 7,640. Okay, and we touch exactly the support. Now we're bouncing again. So some people are saying, are we bouncing finally, and are we going? Yes, we can see here an engulfing. You see, this is an engulfing candle, which is actually showing as a bullish reversal. But you know what? I'm not just going to be deceived again. The indicator is showing me that we are at oversold territory, but still, I'm not just going to buy now when actually I don't know if we're still in bearish mood. Especially I have a very scary chart that I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, and we're going to speak about Bitcoin as much as we can because it's the father of all Bitcoin, of all coins and all of crypto. So if the Bitcoin is still going to go down, so nothing is going to go up. Bear that in mind. Put it in your mind. Okay, this is what the mindset that you have to build, because this is the one actually that got everyone into crypto. Not Icon or Redden or Archain, or it's the Bitcoin. So as long as the Bitcoin is down, everything is going to go down. And as long as the Bitcoin is up, market will gain trust again. I think my Hubbly Bubbly is done. So we're bouncing again. Are we bullish yet? For me, I'm not bullish till I see what I wrote in the Twitter, and I'll show you now. Now, the other thing that very good indicator for me that shows me we are bullish or not is the, as they call it, Ishimoku. Whenever this Ishimoku is trading below the candle, okay, I'm not gonna touch it for a bull. I'm not gonna buy. It has to be above the candle. Now it crossed here, but why I was still bearish? Because still I have the trend line channel showing me down. The moving average is still showing me that we're trending down. And the second thing, the way that it was shaping, because if it wants to go bull, or it has to be like this. You see? You see? It has to be like this. Okay, if it goes down, okay, it shows immediate bounce. Okay, and it shows a strength. Okay, to the upside, it's trending up. But the way it was going here, it wasn't actually trending up. When it crossed here, the candle, okay, it was trending down. Okay, it was showing me a bear flag. If you want to just see, very quick. Okay, it, it broke the trend, and again, okay, here it broke the trend, so it showed me that it's gonna go and cross down, and this is on daily chart, which is very important. All right, so I just want to prove one point, which is the bearish mood is still controlling the market. Okay, and the good thing about it that we really okay touched all the supports. Now, this is a very nice candle, which is a hammer, but still, we didn't end the day, and I still can see that the moving averages are all in downtrend because if you want to see it, I mean, this is I'm not going to go and explain exactly how I'm using the moving average because actually it's another, maybe we can do it in another video, but as long as they're showing me that they are in downtrend, I mean, this is the blue, which is almost the 8 EMA. It should be the upper one, okay, and the larger time EMA, which is the 36, okay, it should be the last one in the I don't know how can I say it, but as long as they are all showing that they are trending up, you see, and now they crossed the opposite way, it shows that we're going down, and every time the Bitcoin trying to break out, okay, to the upside, the moving average rejecting that, and they cross over again. So that's why I was expecting all the target. The good thing about it is just we hit all the targets precisely, exactly at the same level. You see, we crossed, hold on. I don't know what happened with the chart. I'm just gonna reload it again. Okay. Now that was my longer or my long-term view or mid-term view when everybody was shelling and it was going to go up. I was like still suspecting what is going to happen. Okay, so that's why we went down to these levels. Now let's go back to some charts, my old charts. Hold on, bear with me a little bit. Okay, can you hear me now? Um, all right. This is my initial chart when we I will speak about why the I think why did I feel that the market is going to go up and I start to cash out a little bit. Okay, and I should have actually cashed out more than what I cashed out at that time. But anyway, the reason is we went from almost 10,000. Okay, we were in November. What is November? Okay, I remember when we were in November. Yeah, we reached almost 10,000, and we pumped up almost 100%. Okay, to 19,700 or $600. Okay, that tells you one thing, that there were so many funds got in suddenly. Okay, and they just try to stretch it as much as they can, and the reason for that, they have to do this. First of all, we have to bear in mind two things. That Bitcoin is not an easy thing to liquidate. And even if you liquidate it, how are you going to just transfer? So you're going to liquidate it in tranches. So if we're going to go and say that they entered in the beginning of the year investing, okay, accumulating, okay, and they have to stretch it to a level, okay, that when they liquidate, okay, they can get as much as they can at a very high levels. I mean, when they get it at 10,000, they start to liquidate at 20, and then 18 and 17, okay, and they pumped it back up again and liquidate again and again. So that's what they were trying to do, to liquidate it as at better prices, because if they just kept it at 10,000, or let's say at 5 6,000, when they start to liquidate and try to collapse, they will end up actually liquidating at $1,000, which they already maybe started to accumulate from there, or $3,000. Well, they cannot do this. All right, they have to make as much profit as they can, and we have to bear in mind something, that Wall Street don't give a damn or shit about this technology. They only care about, as is exactly as when I entered the first time. I didn't care what this blockchain or technology means to the world. I mean, I found something that is going to make money. I want it to be in. So all what they care about is just, they're not crypto geek or crypto freaks, okay, who just want to stay there or stick there for a long time. They just want to make money as fast as they can, and they go back to their investors and say, you know what? We make it that much of excess, okay? So thank you. We will be with you next year. So that's how I see it. The second thing is this candle. You see this candle? It's a very dangerous candle, okay? It's an inverted hammer, okay? And it's gonna go down. It tells you, this is on daily, by the way, okay? It's gonna tell you it's gonna go down. And when I looked at the monthly, the way actually it was going down, it gives an indication, yes, we might go down. And I'm going to talk about the monthly chart later on. So it went down. Also the Ethereum, I bought at this level, okay, because I thought, okay, you see, still moving average is still showing some uptrend, so it's going to bounce again. I'm not going to talk about technical, but I'm just going to just try to explain what happened. Now, after several weeks, okay, of just performing, or several days, okay, it performed something called bear flag. And bear flag, if you take the ABC, okay, I don't care about Elliott waves, but I just care about the, if you measure the distance from here to here, it gives you this target, okay? So, I'm sorry, not this target. I'll do it in a different way. So, if you go and measure this is the bear flag, okay? It gives you the target, where would actually almost, let me take this out, okay, you see, we almost hit the target as we were expecting, 8,000, something like that. So that was a bear flag, we had to respect it, okay? And also if you take the distance of the bear flag itself, which is this one, okay, and you just measure from the breakout, okay, you can also see that we're almost, that's why I was predicting that we're going to go also to 8,000 level. Now, it bounced a little bit, and all the moving average was showing me that we're going down still. There's no bullish sign of any, and even the Ishikomi or Ishimoku, okay, still showing me that we're gonna go down. It's not trading above the candle, okay. So I was still seeing the bearish, and you can easily predict the target. And we have made so many targets. Though those were my initial targets in the beginning of the bearish. Okay, so you will see some differences, but it gives you the indication we're going to these levels, and really almost I was predicting that we're gonna go to this second target 5,800. It went almost to to 5,900, I remember, okay, we touched. And by the way, it's different from an exchange to different exchange. I mean, Kraken's different than Binance, and everyone has its own slippage and all on trading price. And I remember when I set the first target 7,500, I made a tweet and I said, you know what, just forget the first target, okay? We're just gonna go to the second target, and I said that, and maybe we still have the chance to touch 4,800. So all the bearish signs show me that we were going down, and still I see some people here shelling the market and saying, you know what, no, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go we're gonna go beyond 1 trillion. Come on, guys. The funds they were liquidating their shares, okay, and they're getting out of the market. Why? Because they made enough profit. And now they will come back again, but when they see it's the right time and right price for them, not at what you wish the price should be. So this is something that you have to bear in mind all the time, all right? Now, I don't know, what is this? Anyway, just cancel it. Right. This is one of my shot. And also let's predict the Ethereum. Ethereum in the past also I made some. And as a technical, you have to know one thing, that your view changes day by day. Maybe today has a different, it shows a sign of bullishness. So you have to have that in mind, okay? You have to have open mind. And the same thing for being a bearish all the time or being bullish all the time. You have to know that one time the view could change. So you cannot just be, let me see if this is the one that I want to, yes. Okay, now this is the one that showed me we are going also. I remember I sold all my Ethereum at this level, almost like 1,300 or 1,400, because I did see a bearish is going to come. And when it went down here, I remember I bought at 790, and exactly my average was around 811, which ironically it shows here. Okay, and I sold back again because I didn't like the way it was crossing the moving averages. Okay, it's not showing a strength, wasn't showing any strength, and I sold it all. I remember at 1,150, and I stayed aside. I didn't do anything till I see where's. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter if I buy it at a higher price, at a premium, but at least when I buy, I want my Ethereum just to go further up, not just to go down. So I don't want to just buy from here. Let's say, okay, 1,000. Some people said, oh, it's a good price. From 1,400, it's down by 40%. I don't care. I just want to, even if I buy it at 1,400 again, okay, but at least I know it's going to go back up to let's say 2,000, 3,000. I'm here to make profit. It's not I'm here just to try to make a contribution here to the market. All right. So and same thing. What happened is the Ishimoku, okay, was crossing down the candlestick. So I did know we are going to be in a downtrend. As long as this is below the candlesticks and trading below, I don't care about these temporary bounces. So what happened is it showed me that it was shaping or forming a rising wedge, which actually it's a bearish wedge, okay, and it tells you that if we break down, we go down. And you have two targets for the bearish wedge, which is actually this distance from here, from the whole wedge, okay, and maybe it wasn't set in the right place, okay, and yeah, that was supposed to be the target. At the time, I remember I made a different target. And you see, it went exactly to 683. And the second target of mine was 400 and 490, 500. And when it was reaching 556, I didn't buy because I was expecting it's going to go a bit lower, and it bounced back up. And I bought here. If you can see this green, because I did see that it might cross up. and I thought that we were starting the bullish again, but again I sold back, okay, some of them here, but in Binance, okay, and it sold back again some here because I did know we're gonna go down again. And I'll tell you my next shots why I'm thinking still. And see still the Iskomi is showing that a weak signal that we're gonna go down. Um, Now, those my previous, I have done so many charts in the past, okay, showing that we're going to go down. And let me show you one last one before we. Is it this is the one? Or no, not this one. Uh, there was one that I predicted the exact price that we're gonna touch. Anyway, let's talk about ICX. ICX is one of the charts that I made, and that's what actually kept me skeptical about market all the time. And every time I feel like I want to get into the market, I feel like no, it's not the time because you have to bear in mind also the coloration. When you see that Bitcoin is going down, don't expect that Ethereum is going to go up if there is a correlation. I mean, maybe you cannot see the Ethereum in the chart that is going to go that down, okay? Or the vice versa. Maybe you don't see the Bitcoin is going to go down, but you see Ethereum, the chart is telling you we're downtrending, okay? Or we're trending down. So it gives you an indication that there is a correlation. I mean, Neo was showing an strength up move, and it never showed actually that it's going to go down. Although, still, I never touched Neo because I didn't know it's going to go down at any certain of time because it's going to follow suit. Okay, it's going to follow the exact move. Okay, of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So for me, I stayed away from it. And the way I see it, I don't know what is this. Why it's there? Okay, let me just try to. What the hell is this? Okay. Anyway, um, I don't know why it's there, but anyway, let me just show you this chart. When I when I looked at the ICX was in my list. I wanted to get in at any time, but when I saw that the market is going to go down, I started to do some drawing, and I saw this is very famous pattern called descending triangle. Okay, and it shows that it's going to go down. No matter what, okay, it shows that there is a downtrend is going to happen, whether we believe in it or not. I remember Shalina was shelling this, okay, when it was at $9, it was saying, oh, it's what, it's still cheap and it's going to go to $40, $30. I don't know, and he kept just shelling, and every time I see there is a rejection, every time it goes up, there is a rejection. You see, it rejects, okay, to break the previous resistance, so it goes back down again, and it formed this one, so it tells me, you know what, we're gonna go down no matter what. Whatever Shalina is saying, okay, it's gonna go down. So the moment, and you can easily predict the target, okay, the moment that I was predicting that if it's gonna break, okay, it's gonna go to that level, and it was showing me that if we go to that level and Ethereum goes to 400, it's going to show, as I said, if Ethereum hits 400, it means that ICX target will be around 65 cents. And maybe this is the reason Shalina is selling now, because he sees that we might go to that level, okay? And it went, and that was the first support, okay? As it shows here, the first support was around $3, and it went to $3. It bounced back up, okay? Then it formed another bearish flag, okay? So I said if we break that, okay, we're gonna go down even further than what I expected. But still, because of the ether price, okay, it shows, it depends on the ether price. That's why it's still showing 65 cents or 85 cents. Now, if ether price goes low and low, you never know. And what happened here, we broke the support. In bearish move, in bearish trend, you have to bear in mind one thing. We don't go and test support. I mean, in bullish move, we test support and we bounce big. In bearish or in a downtrend, we don't tend to test support. We're just trying to break supports. That's the how the market reacts. So don't get fooled, okay, by just this small bounces, okay? You have to know that there are resistance that they're gonna reject them and let them back and let them go back again. So we were predicting that we're gonna go down. So some people bought at here because they thought it's a double bottom, but still nobody saw that we broke already the $3. So I stayed away, and I think I bought here when this stupid Marius, okay, just kept chilling the market. I thought, okay, it's gonna go up, and I bought it. Although my plan was just to buy it at here at this level, 65 cents, but I bought, but I sold back again. I bought it at 2.67, and I sold it back at 2.67 still. Okay, so I was break even. Maybe I lost some fees there. It doesn't matter, some commissions. But you see, it was rejected again. Again, you know, it went up, okay, and it was rejected. Moving average is still showing downtrend, okay. It's set up in a very clear way, okay, showing that no matter what, okay, any candle is gonna try to cross these moving averages, we're gonna get them back. We're gonna reject them and let them to go back again. And that's what happened with ICX. Okay, so as long as we broke the support, you have to be very cautious. We might go to the second support, which is the target of this bear flag. You see this bear flag, this is the target of it, okay, because this is the bear flag, and this is the target of that. So we might go to 1.97 or $2, depends on the ether. I was calculating this based on the ether price at that time. And even if the ether goes a bit more, okay, down, okay, so this level will go even lower and lower, okay, because you have to do the calculations. But notice something. Why we broke here, normally these patterns, the descending triangles or any pattern, okay, whether it's a flag or anything, okay. So what happened, especially in descending triangle or head and shoulders, they break down, they tend to break down, to break the lower side, okay. And what happens next? You see, it goes to the initial target, then it bounces back up just to retest, okay, this breakout. Then it continues to the second target. So ICX, I would say stay away, because we might reach to very, very down, very, very, I mean, scary targets that you cannot imagine. And I can't see why Shalina is selling, although he's claiming that because the team doesn't want him to associate with their project. But still, I know that he knows that it's going to go down, and whatever millions of dollars he made, he won't find them anymore. So we might go a bit down more, unless we see change in the trend. What is the change of the trend? I want to see the candles trading above those moving averages, and moving average actually cross to the above side, okay, goes up, okay, showing me kind of reversal. And this Ishimoku, I'm sorry, Ishimoku, okay, should be trading above and very strongly. Not just, you know, just getting above it a little bit, okay, and trading sideways, okay, around the candles. No, it has to be really above it, okay, and shows kind of a strength, okay, of up move. Then I would say I will buy it. Even if I buy it at a premium or at a higher price, I don't care, because all what I care about when I buy, I want it to go up and make me money. It's not about buying it. I think it's a cheap. Why would you think this is a cheap? Still, you know, $3. If you calculate $3 based on 10, this is like 30x. Still 30x. Come on, guys. Okay, 30x is not cheap. Okay, in a bearish market. Okay, if it was a bullish market like what happened in December, November move of last year, I would say okay, but come on, guys. Okay, it's 30x in a bearish market. Come on, it's still expensive. I would consider it expensive. So we broken support. We're expecting to go to the next one, which is around 0.00266, okay, against Ethereum. I don't know how much that will be worth against dollar because it depends on the Ethereum price. So that's why every time I look at ICX, I still, you know what, the market is going to go down. It's going to go down because this is a good project. ICX is a good project. I'm not going to doubt that. I'm not going to question that. So why it's going down? It means the market is bearish and is losing interest. Okay, we're not going to go up any soon, right? Anyway, so this is my ICX. That was like done a long, long, long time ago, and I will tell you when was that done. It was done, or it was updated on 9th March. Okay, but I will show you the one that was done like almost I can track my tweets, okay? And I remember when I said if Ethereum goes to 400, this is what, and I got like backfire tweets, okay, or from the groups, you're crazy, you're negative, you're fudding. How do you think that the Ethereum is gonna go to 400? You're crazy. And I kept swallowing this as much as I could. And sometimes I respond, but you know what? I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what I see. This is we go with the market trend, and I tweeted that. I said we go with the trend, not with your wishes. Market is still bearish. Now, looking back at the also another thing I want to show you, which is very important. Hold on, let me just. Sorry, the internet. Okay, looking at the Bitcoin, why I was thinking it's going to go down also. Because if you look at the monthly chart, this is the most important thing. Okay. When it went down here, okay, everyone was talking about, okay, we bounced, we went to the target that we were expecting, which is the 5,000, and went up. That wasn't telling me, I mean, the monthly chart showed that we bounced very good, okay, but still, I would have actually, I would have said, I would have believed that we are in a bullish bounce and maybe the one up is going to start if this candle was closing into the supports. It was a red candle, but because it doesn't close that, I remember I got questions asking, we are now in a bullish territory because we are moving very high. We went back, but I said, you know what? Still, the monthly chart is not showing me any bullishness because we didn't close at support. We closed above the support. So it tells me that, or at the resistance actually, at the resistance level. So it tells me that we're going to be rejected again because we have to test the support. And that's what I was expecting. We're going to go back down, okay, to these supports. And maybe we're going to retest again the 6,650. And I will show you another charts that show me this target. And you have to every day play with your charts, you know, on daily basis, because every day the view could change. All right. So the chart shows me that if that was a red candle, this one, the doji or doggy, the doji, okay, one, okay. If that was a red candle, I would have said, and red candle it closed above here, I would have said, you know what, the month of March is gonna be a strong green candle, and even April might continue because we bounce back from there, okay, and it will take the moving average with it. Now looking back on the 2 weeks charts, same thing happened, okay. When we closed here, some people, or even the 1 week is even more. I was still saying, you know what, we are closing above the candles, okay, above the moving averages. We're not closing at the supports, even here. So it tells me that there was still some closing below it. And now you see the moving average is hovering above the candles and showing that we're going to reject any candle goes up. And the 2 weeks was very clear here, okay, this is a red candle, this is a doji, okay, indecision, okay, so it tells me that the bear is, okay, controlling the whole game, and it went down to the support. Now it went up and closed above the support lines, so it tells me still I needed to close down here. So that's why you see when we close at the support levels in the Inside the moving averages, we bounce in that candle. Okay, we bounce a little bit. Now it was rejected again and it went down and again. This is an indecision, so the bears are still controlling the game. Where are we gonna go? I don't know. We have to test the supports and see from there. Until we form another bullish pattern, I'm still bearish on this market. I'm not gonna go any near to it. You see, still these showing some bearish movement. Even if you think this is gonna cross, don't get fooled by these indicators because these indicators are lagging indicators. I mean, they follow after the fact the price actions. They don't like predict what is going to happen. It tells you what happened already. So you can see it from the price action. So whatever the price action is doing here, okay, it's going to reflect to the indicators. So these indicators are, you cannot rely on them 100%. Some people rely on them, and I'm surprised. How would you rely on something that actually follow price action? It tells you, as I said, what happened. It doesn't tell you what is about to happen. So, so these my quick video about some my targeted targets. Now I made some quick sketches. Okay, just on 14th of March, and just to show you why it was updated 14th of March. Sorry, it was actually done before that, and even I had a tweet here saying, let me just show you. You know, you can follow me in my Twitter. Let me just write my Twitter here. Okay, you can see my Twitter as Mourad76. Okay, you can follow my Twitter. You can see a lot of indications, and I spoke. You see, that was the tweet I've done. I said bears will win the war. Target is 600, 650. Might reach the next Monday, which 19th of March. We still. When we get there, we will reassess again, minor drop to, and I meant to leave it like this because we might even below 6,650, and I will show you why. You see, the the chart that I made was before the breakout, but it was everybody was expecting a bull flag or you know a reversal or a bull reversal, and that Marius thing was saying that, and he made me buy at this level, but the resistance got rejected. So going back to my chart, you see we were forming a bear flag, very obvious. It's very obvious. I don't know how people is shelling still Bitcoin. I don't know why. What's benefit? What's in it for them? You know, why would you show something? If you're wrong, just say I'm wrong. I said I'm wrong many times, okay, and I was bullish some days, and then I returned back, retrieved back. I said, you know what, I am bearish again, and I'm not gonna touch it till I break not even 9,900. I've even made a tweet, and I said, if you are aiming, I promise. That's a very funny one. I said, I promise if Bitcoin, okay, went up to any of the levels that this guy, Landon Marius, okay, claims on 15th or 16th or 18th of March, I'll print his picture and then hang it in my home office on the wall and won't listen to anybody else but him. I say 16, 19th of March, we're trending down to 600, 6,650. And yes, because he was claiming we're going to go to 14,000 by 18th. Come on, guys. What 14,000? How can he even seize 14,000? I mean, this is honestly strange. And even I made another tweet for him here. I don't know how he is even reading the charts, okay? And again, I wish the market to go up because I have so many money in it. But I'm not just going to go and just make false claims, okay, or false signals. And I said here, uh, when I got out, when I got deceived by this guy, okay, I said bulls are incapable to win the war. Eventually, bears will push the price below 8,800, 300. We were at 9,500 at that time. So, you know, if this continues, target if this happens to 7,640, which is exactly hit what we said, 7,650 and 6,692. You know, it changes from day to day, but still at the same level. And I said here also another tweet. My biggest mistake, I didn't cash out 100% in January. I just did 35%. I should have done it because I would have bought it back all my position with a discount of 80%, which is true. Now I would have bought all my and this is the very important tweet I made it. That was done in 13th of March. I said to confirm the bullish in BTC because everybody was selling Bitcoin at that time. We were at 9,900 and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I mean, sorry. No, it was at what? It was at 9,340 or something like that. So people, and it went up. I'm not gonna say no, but still, I said, exponential moving averages show the crosses to the upside, as I said before, and Ishimoku trades above the candles on balance volume, which this is the one. Okay, it has to break crosses to the upside, which didn't break out. If you can see here, we are at the lowest. Okay, and we didn't break out yet. Okay, so why would we think we're gonna? Additional indication: price closes above the recent high, which is 11,750, and that's my resistance that I'm looking for. And just to confirm I said whenever ICOs will never recover till market have a sense of direction. Till then, all are wrecked. Wrecked. Not only you, balls incapable. I am focusing. Where is what I'm saying? Please, can somebody tweet? And this is also another one. Yeah, that's a very good one. I said if BTC went down to 6,650, we're gonna see these targets. Okay, we almost very close from them. Okay, Ethereum at 556, Litecoin at 143. We meant to find 57, 65, 57. We already had 65 in Neo, so then we'll reassess again. So still, you can sense from all my tweets that I'm very bearish. Okay, I don't care what others are thinking, but this is how I see market, and I have a feeling and technical view that we're gonna close the day at. This is something else. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's very funny. I said sorry, Marius. Okay, your Bitcoin not going anywhere any soon. Okay, it has a trip to the south. I've tried to the south first to visit all the friends called support 600, 60, 50 who used to support him in the past. I was trying just to be a storyteller as he does. Sometimes he's talking about Robin Hood. I don't know. This guy is just a crazy guy. I don't know. And then here I updated the chart, the tweet, and I say we broke already the bear flag, what we were expecting, and this is our target because the daily has changed, but it seems and this is the scary target that I'm going to talk about in a minute. So I'm just trying to show you all my tweets that were very bearish, and I'm sorry for that, but this is what I can see. And there's only one. Yes, this is the tweet that I want you to hear. I said if you are aiming for Bitcoin target at $50,000, $100,000, and I mind that. I still believe that we're going to go there. The question is when. When is the questions? Are we going to go from here, from 8,000 level, or are we going to hit $3,000, $2,000? Then we're going to go from there. So which is better? To buy with your cash all the Bitcoin that you want to buy and invest, okay, at 8,000, or you can buy not just double the amount, triple the amount when it goes to 3,000 and 2,000. You can buy them at discount, okay, and you can go to 50,000, 100,000. And when is it going to go? Is it going to go this year, tomorrow? And before January, I was in belief that we might reach $100,000 by the end of 2018. But now I have a different view because I changed based on the market trend, not based on me or my wishes. By the way, we are not whales. We're just small fishes, okay? We're trying just to catch as much profit as we can, okay? And then it might go to wherever you want. But really, I don't want to just let my capital to be held there, so I'll take it back. And I said here, if I'm aiming to 50 or $100,000, then why would you buy it $8,000? Wait, $3,000 or $4,000 never would make a difference in long term, but at least that's why I'm planning to re-enter long when the bullish trend is confirmed, i.e., breakout of $12,000. It means what I said here. Let's wait. I don't care if I miss the opportunity to buy at 8,000 or 9,000. Let's break the 12,000 and confirms to me that we are in a bullish movement. Okay, then I will buy there. Yes, I bought at a premium at with a difference of $3,000, $4,000, but that doesn't matter because one thing, you are aiming for $50,000. You're aiming for $100,000. So do you think that $3,000, $4,000 will make a difference for you? But really, it will make a difference for you. If you buy it at $8,000 and it goes down to $3,000, then you lost like what? 85, sorry, you lost 50% or 60% of your portfolio. Why would you do this? Just wait. Just it's a matter of wait and be patient, not buying at any level, and just wait and take this word, the stupid word that all the crypto are using, which is hodl. It's a misspelling, meaning hold, okay, but it's and everybody just hodl, hodl, hodl. And now I see some people are giving up on this because they're seeing the market is trending down. And I'm not gonna touch this market till it goes beyond this level. As I said, okay, this is my target, and I don't care. And I said the daily charts are my main indicator for now. I'm not just gonna go and look for intradays till I break out in daily charts and weekly even. Okay, I'm not just gonna get in. All right, you can see here I just gave him some when the market was bullish a little bit, and I thought that yeah, maybe he's right. His data, this Marius, and I was telling him nice job. Now I regret that I made those tweets, but you know what? I'm not gonna delete them because it's part of my mistake, and even I was predicting. Now let's look at LTC, which is just give me a second, guys. Okay, give me a second. Somebody's not gonna Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry for that. Anyway, I know nobody's watching, but anyway, this video will be recorded, so for you later on to watch it. Anyway, so we were expecting, because of the bear flag, okay, that we go to 6,650. So based on that bear flag, okay, it shows me that target. Maybe we get close to it, not close to it. I'm not really, I'm not Nostradamus, okay, that can predict everything, but I was predicting that we're gonna hit the 7,400. That's why actually the target changed based on that close. Although my initial target was, you remember, 7,650 or 640, which is already touched exactly. So we went back to the same old target, but because the change, okay, happened in uh, bad video settings. I don't know. Please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Delta keyframe would not being set often enough, which would cause buffering. How can I use the I even now? Key setting? What key setting? Anyway. Um. Anyway. The video already went almost 1 hour, 20 minutes. Key setting. Where is the key setting? How can we set the key setting? I don't know how to change the key settings. Um, cannot know how to do it, honestly. So I'll just keep it as it is. I don't want to play with it, so it can go. It says that I have a bad feed. Okay, the live is not going as it should. Anyway, um, so this is the bear flag that I was as I said, it's gonna go. That's why I'm expecting the target. Am I bullish because of this candles? Okay, that is happening, or the bounce that it happened? I said it in one tweet that we're expecting. Okay, uh, a bounce. I said it. I said in one tweet that expect a bounce. Okay, from 7,600 or 400. Okay, to the 8,000. Don't get fooled on there. Okay, because you never know. It could go again, test the 8,300 or 400 level, which is the support. Then it breaks down from there. I have feeling, and we to see the old friend support. Yeah, broke the bear flag. Oh no, not this one. I don't know. I said it might. It might. I said in one of the tweets. Okay. So anyway, let's go to the scary shots that I have done here now. Okay, this is the most important one that I want to discuss it. Um, um, this is the one. Right. Properly, a lot of people now will start discussing what the hell am I talking about. So I'm just gonna try to make it as I said. I'm not using this trading view that much. Okay. Um, let's put, oh yeah, this is 3 hours. It has to be the monthly. And it's 2018. And this is, this is the monthly too. Yes, it's 2013. All right. Just quick. This is a very scary shot. Now, doesn't mean it's gonna be it could be the scenario that everybody was scared about. Okay, but it could be a scenario. It could be wrong, it could be right, but I'm just trying just to try to analyze the market. I have all the idea. I like to have all the scenarios there, so I can understand when something happens. I can relate to it. Okay, so not like sitting there not knowing what is happening. I mean, you get these kind of questions. What's going on? Why it's going down? Why? So at least you have in your background, okay, or your back head, okay, a scenario that would tell us, okay, now I understand why it's happening. But I'm just going to compare the 2013 and 2018. What happened in 2013 is exactly what happened in 2017. By the end of the year, okay, they pumped up the Bitcoin from $100 levels, okay, to almost 1,163, and they just made the 10x's very quick, okay. And I remember because I was in there at that time. My brother just came to me and told me, there's something called a Bitcoin, and we need to invest in it, and it might go to $1,000, but it could be 3 years time. And I said, oh my God, 10x in 3 years time, I would go for it. It doesn't matter. And we tried just to open an account of that, and I remember he told me about it when September and August 2013, and I was like trying to get in, but I didn't know how. At that time there wasn't many exchanges. We didn't know how to get in until I received. There was PTCE, the one that I was able to, which the one that actually got busted and closed out. Okay, and it turned out they are involved in the anti-gox scam. Okay, so I thank God that I didn't send my money there. But I couldn't even know how to transfer the money, and the fair currency transfer, it wasn't that clear. Anyway, we couldn't, and in 3 months' time, till we actually reached to a point how to buy Bitcoin, it was pumped up, okay, almost to $1,000. And almost that was our target at that time. So we said, you know what? That's it. We're out. And then it was going down very hard. It was dumped very, very badly, and you can notice here the dumping was almost 70% down move. So at that time, in April 2014, okay, in April 2014, it started to pump up again, okay, and it went up to 99% move. So it went to 681, and everybody was thinking that this is bullish. So I forgot about it because I said I missed the opportunity. So, and then it went down again by almost 77% move to almost 151. So this, and that was like 2000 January 2015. So you're talking about like 2 years move, okay, and it went down. But the similarity here, which I see it very identical, and that's why I suggest this scenario could happen, which is the following, and it's very scary. Same thing happened with these guys. In 2017, they pumped it up. They took it, let's say they started from 1,000, okay, to 20,000. They made 20x, okay, from the start of the year, okay. So they made 20x almost. And they pumped it very, I mean, it was crazy. Even myself, I couldn't believe it. How would you go that big? If that was a staple move, I mean, if they really believed in Bitcoin and they wanted to take it to the upside, they would have taken it gradually, not just in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Okay, pump it up to the maximum or stretch it up to the maximum. You know why? Because they believe in it. They don't want it to collapse. I mean, when Facebook was at $19, I remember in these days, everybody started to accumulate, but they took it gradually, okay, till it reached almost 160 or 190. I don't know how much is the price today, but anyway, let's see it. Maybe I can see it here. Facebook. No, it's not here. I don't know. Yeah, this is my watch list. Okay, so anyway, stocks. Yeah, Facebook. So Facebook is at what? At 183. So it took them like 2, 3 years, okay, to take to that level, okay, gradually. So they believe in this stock. So even if it drops, they're not gonna drop it like because easy come, easy go. They just was very fast pump, okay, so they will dump it. It's like penny stocks. And even I remember I was interviewed by one of the group, and they asked me, "What do you think of the ICOs and these crypto world?" I said they are like penny stocks. They just try to pump it to the maximum, and the moment you make like 10x, 20x, okay, out of it, they will dump it all because they really don't give a shit or a damn about the project. They only care about the money, and as long as there is a hype behind it, they will get in. Those are the Wall Street traders. So that's how they get in. Okay, they get in to make money, not to make you money. So this is you have to bear it in mind. So what happened is the only similar or identical move that I can see here. That's why I brought up this scenario that we went up with the same way, same reaction, okay, same movement, okay, just a quick jump, okay, to the target 20,000. 20,000 should have been actually done in 2 years, 3 years. Why they have done it only in 1 month or 2 months? So and then it went down almost 70% to 5,900. If you can calculate, maybe this is 69, 68%, but almost the same identical move. So they went down 70%. Now they pump it up again, okay, by 99%, which to 11,750. This is my target that I'm telling you guys. I'm not gonna get in before I cross that line. Before I cross it, I'm not gonna believe this is gonna go anywhere up. And what happened later, I don't know. Are we going to go down by exactly to complete the same identical move? The identical move, it says they moved down by 77%. So if we are going to move 77%, that gives me a very scary target and very scary, I don't know, that is a very bearish target, okay, which is 2,700. But bear in mind something, it makes a lot of logic because if I'm gonna believe these Wall Street guys, okay, and based also, we have a lot of FUDs around Bitcoin and around crypto, which is the regulations. South Korea just closing all the um, exchanges. A lot of war against that. Google, they're saying they're not gonna actually accept any ads on Facebook's okay for crypto. So a lot of FUDs tell me that yeah, we could go there. Okay, we could hit that target. You know why? Because there is nothing bullish. There is no bullish news around crypto at all. So it tells me that they might dump it and they will get in again. This level for them, it's acceptable. You know why? Because if they want to go back again to 20,000, 27,000, let's say, they want to make 10x. And if they want to stretch it to 50,000, so at least, or 30,000, I don't know, whatever, because some people, okay, it makes sense for them at this level because, Wall Street, they like to buy cheap and sell high. Not like actually the new traders or noobs, as they call it. They like to buy high, then they panic and sell low. So they know when to buy and when to sell. So as long as there is a panic, they're going to use this panic sell, okay, and use those funds, okay, to push the price down as much as they can, and they can move it to the same identical move. So I'm not suggesting this is the scenario that's going to happen, but put it in your mind that could be one of the scenarios. Okay, we can move the same because we already made two moves with same identical move as it done, and nor something. They started in January when actually they're closing all the records of the funds, okay, and they have now to show their profitability, so they have to cash out at this time. So now the first quarter they're gonna announce, oh, we made that much of money. Now they don't need the rest of the bitcoins. They have to sell, sell. And don't forget something else, bear it in mind too, which is Wall Street, they can short. Now Bitcoin is shortable, so for them to short the Bitcoin, it's it's easier for them. For us, we don't short. We always want to just buy, buy, buy. Yes, I know that some people are shorting, but as you see, as I said, the first move is done, the second move is done, is exactly the same. 99% is exact percentage. So why don't we expect the same move, the third move, which is the C level, okay, to be the same, 77%, which is 2,700. So that's why you have to be very cautious and away from the market till everything confirms. Now, if we cross here and we see the charts, okay, showing some potential upside, I don't care. I will buy at 12,000. Yes, you will tell me you missed like by $4,000. It's okay, but at least I'll buy $12,000 knowing that's gonna go to $20,000. Come on, guys, you will make like what, 80%? So rather than just making, I don't know, $20,000, or I'm sorry, $50,000. If we're gonna calculate $50,000 on $8,000, it's 6.25x. And if I make $50,000, if I go to $50,000 from $12,000, I'm making like 4x. Oh, it's very bad. I could have made another 2x. Come on, guys, 4x. If you put like $100,000 and you make it $400,000, and rather than just put $100,000, and you never know, you might end up with actually 20 or 30 or $40,000. Okay, so it's better to put the money when you confirm a bullishness, not when everybody is shelling it. Okay, I know there are some people out there such as Shalina and Marius and everyone. Okay, is just still shelling, and I'm not gonna get into any ICOs by now. By the way, put your mind. I think he blocked me or something. No, he didn't. Okay, good. And I don't know. He's claiming that he met Charlie Lee, while actually Charlie Lee said I didn't even have any chat with this guy. And Bellina also, I don't know what he's saying these days. Um, can one share open over $1 billion? Oh, come on, guys. He still shell sovereignty. We're still making some and shelling here, showing his good days. Anyway, at least this guy a little bit okay. It's transparent, okay, and showing what he's doing. But I think uh, he should do. Now he's putting about the hodl and he's explaining how to hodl. Okay, you should have hodl. You should have said this before. Okay, not now. Okay, you should know and tell people that what they should have expected. But before you was showing them that they're going there immediately. Okay, when they hodl, you didn't tell them that it will have a lot of pumps. Okay. So this is also what I don't like about him. Actually, I used to like him a lot, but nowadays I don't know what the hell is he doing? Okay, quantified island effect. What happened after AN mentioned? I'm not gonna question this. Yes, he has AN effect. That's why I always say when we want to get into any ICO, it's better if AN reviews it because it gives it a little bit of hype. Anyway, let's go back to our charts. As I said, I won't care about this candle nowadays because still I want to see the other indicators showing me these. I mean, it might go up to here, okay, and get rejected again at 9,900, okay, say, because of the moving averages. It might the still, yeah, you can see here the Ishimoku, okay, still below, and it's not gonna go up. And you know what? It might be rejected here at the 200 AMA, okay? 200 AMA, the yellow line, okay? It's showing at to 9,000 level, okay? So I wouldn't care. I don't want to get in. Maybe my plan to be a little bit trader, okay, in the future, which is I'm planning to trade a little bit, okay, but not sure of that, not yet. I will trade the bounces, but just for a quick bucks and get out. That's what as I used to do in the past in the stocks when I used to day trade all the time. Anyway, um, last chart I just want to show you guys is the following. I think my internet is actually lagging now. The downside of LTC. Why I was not shelling the um, the Litecoin. First, let me show it here. There is a Litecoin. I think this is the one. Yep. No, no, this is the one. I have a lot of shots, guys. Started to lose it. Yes, this is the one. I think. Yeah. Okay. What happened is we have a downtrend. And then again, as I said, it's forming a bearish flag again. And I don't know, I saw Litecoin and I saw, oh no, this is the Ethereum, I'm sorry, this is Ethereum. Ethereum sketch. What is LTC? Isn't this the one? No, this is the long term. Okay, I don't know. You will find it in my tweets, okay, because I just want to end up the video. I hope it's yeah. Anyway, I can write it down. I can show it to you here. I don't know. I don't think this is the right one. I have drawn it. I wish I can find mine. Anyway, I cannot find it. I'm just gonna go to the 3 hours. But this is showing you we are in a bearish territory. Still, everything is showing a bearish territory. Um, but look at this. Okay, we have a bearish move. Okay, we are actually going down when everything was shelling, and you see it's rejecting the breaking the resistance, and it was showing a weakness, and the Bitcoin was showing a weakness. So why would I buy? So I was just waiting for the right time to buy. Okay, but really what I found out that we're breaking every support and every single support. So we saw the breakout here. Okay, and it shows that we're gonna go down. Now it's easily you can predict how much could be the target would be. Okay, so if you can take this move, okay, from here, you can see that the move from here to there, okay, before the breakout, okay, it shows that we're gonna reach that level, which is 160. That's why I predicted in one of my tweets, okay, we're gonna go to 160. Now it bounced back up, and everybody was talking, okay, that's a good level, let's go up, blah 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 blah. But you know what? What is happening again? Okay, it's forming another bearish flag, okay, a bearish pennant or a triangle. I don't care, whatever you call it. Okay, still showing me we are bearish. So that's why I saw. Again, I took the bearish move here and the distance, okay, and it shows me that we might move to that level, which is $140. Now you tell me, okay, but we bounce, but you never know. We still, maybe it's gonna go and test back the 180 and 178, which is the lower line of that bearish triangle, okay, and it goes down again. And if we put the moving averages just to see, we're still, there is still some moving averages that it can be rejected, and this is only the 3 hours. What about 6 hours? Let's see the 6 hours, just to be the ultimate target that, or the ultimate bounce that it can go to. It can go up to, yes, as I said, 180, on 180 levels, okay, and then it goes back down again to our level. Something that I learned from my technical analysis, that one thing, as long as we are bearish and there is a target shown, it's gonna hit it later or sooner. Okay, it's gonna hit it. It might bounce a little bit. There are minor supports here. Okay, because you can see this is support here. Okay, so it stopped here. It's gonna bounce a little bit. It shows it will bull. It's like a bull trap. It's gonna trap a lot of people to get in. Then they will get back out and they start to sell, and people got in actually in the wrong price or wrong place, then we might hit the 140. So we're still expecting 140. Now, is this the worst case scenario that I see? Do I buy there? No, I'm not gonna buy. As I said in one of my tweets, I have to wait and see what kind of other shape it's gonna form. Okay, and if it's gonna form another bearish flag or another bearish move or bearish shape, I'm just gonna wait, and I'm not in a hurry. Okay, so these are my technical view about the market. Okay, still see it weekly, 2 weeks, the weekly, the monthly, everything showing me that we're still in the bearish territory. We're not gonna get in the bull run till we close above some resistance. For Litecoin, what is my resistance? I'll tell you what is my resistance. Now, this is the daily. Yes, my resistance will be somewhere around $225, and still it has to confirm along with others, which is actually 225 would be my resistance, and the Ishimoku has to break out of the level with the strength, as I said, okay, and all the moving averages to cross the other side to the upside. And I will update you with different views. But then, till then, I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, even if I buy at a higher level, I don't care. I don't care that I buy. Maybe I would have bought here if I was awake at that time. Okay, so I could have made a quick buck. Okay, and sold it by now. But I'm still didn't decide about this if I wanna go and trade or invest, because actually I'm in this for long-term investments. Now, what is my plan? People will ask me what happened with me if this scenario happens. Okay, and I go down. I'll tell you what happened with me. I have tweeted that before. Uh, what is my tweet again? I hope I can find it very easily, but I will put the like on it. Um, it's very it's very insightful and thoughtful tweet, just to let everyone to know what to do in such a market. I don't know how deep you're involved in the market, if your capital is still protected or not. Really, I don't know. But when I saw the bearish move happened, yes, these are my tweets. What I said is, this is before. I said before, monthly chart looks negative. Whether you like it or not, we follow the market trend, not your wishes. There are major supports should be tested before the run up period. And that was the time actually when I called that everything when we were at 11,000, and I said 11,000 actually 500. And the next tweet I said, you know what? It was done 27th of February. Enjoy the sale. When I said, you know what? This is gonna go to these levels, and nobody believed me, and I received a lot of tweets. Let's look at Neo. I don't know what is Neo at now, but I remember Neo. I made some sketches about it. Okay, you know what? I have the Neo sketch that shows that we're gonna go down. Yeah, as expected. Oh my God, that's very. You know, I was expecting Neo to go. Exactly at 65 levels, and you see we hit exactly the 65 level, and I think we went below it, and the second target was 58. What was the low? Oh, the low is 64. So you know we we had two targets, okay, and we hit them exactly, and this chart actually was done a long time ago, okay, and we were expecting when the move, everyone thought that we're gonna bounce from here, and 80 was good level. No, I was expecting that it's gonna go to 65, and we went to exact levels, okay. So again, my tweets was here, it depends on how you plan your strategy. Me, I invest for long term. I rebalance my portfolio. You have to go through this, and that's why I used to sell my initial investments at 2 to 3x. Now I load my portfolio as much as I could without losing my capital. Then, if the market is busted, I don't care. I will leave it for long term, and maybe for my kids. At least I had some investments for them. Let's not forget that future is crypto. What I meant about this, and we are all believe that one day. What I meant about this is, I invested because I wanted to be rich. Now it happened. At certain point of time, okay, I was rich. I was very rich. I didn't cash out, and I showed my friends actually how much my portfolio was valued at, and I cashed only 35%. Now I have my own capital. I stupidly, okay, although I did predicted that that downtrend, but I didn't expect that the ICO will actually be busted and not doing even now. They're trading below their ICOs. I thought that if I invest in the ICOs, they will make me like one or two X's, but actually it turned out not the case. Anyway, so I still making 50% the cash that I have. I'm planning to take it back if I'm giving it. This is my plan. I'm giving it time till 15th of April. If nothing actually goes around and it doesn't go up, it means my initial scenario I expecting of 2013 is gonna happen. If by 15th of April maximum, end of April, if we don't break out that level, which is $12,000, there is no bull run or any bull run is gonna happen this year. It's gonna drop down to 2,700 and that's it. Deal with it. I don't know. Rebalance your portfolio. Maybe we're gonna bounce a little bit back up to these levels. Okay, so you have the chance to sell out some of your portfolio, and maybe you wouldn't get the chance. Maybe we will move directly to there. Okay, from now. Okay, just second month April, then May, then blah blah blah. Okay, for the next 2 years. All right, till we bump up again on 2020, maybe or 2021. I don't know. So my plan is just to, by the end of April, if nothing actually down or reverse, I don't see any reversal to the upside. I'm gonna take my cash or leave some actually just to trade the market, okay, in and out for the bounces and make just a few boxes or few thousand of dollars, okay, every once in a while, and that's it. I'll take my money back. But the good thing, I have a portfolio that's full of ICOs, uh, almost like 40 or 45 coins I have. I know they used to worth more, a lot more, not as now, okay, down by 80 almost percent, most of them, and some of them actually below the ICO price. I don't care. Some of them are good ICOs, are nice ones and nice projects that I expect that they're gonna perform in the future and if they deliver. And some of them I know they are just shitty coins. I just was in it because of the hype. I don't care. So, but it was diversified, so I'm leaving it. As I said in one of my tweets here, I'll leave it to my kids. But the last tweet is, as I said, you know what? At the end, I will always want it to have a future investments, which is exactly for my retirement. I mean, if it didn't happen in the next 2 3 years, it's okay. At least I have future investment in something that I know it's gonna be the future one day. I mean, blockchain is gonna be the future, and these coins, it's gonna be something one day. Some of them, okay. So if I make 20x only in the future in two times, in 2 years, I will be set for life. So imagine if some of them, okay, of the market makes 100x from here. Uh, I think I'll be, wow, one of the richest people in cryptocurrency. Okay, so that's how I see it. So I don't care what's gonna happen because I have my own capital. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna just enjoy my life as it used to be, and I will leave this for the future. Like the people who invested in Ethereum and Neo and Bitcoin and 2 3 or 4 years back. Okay, now I mean 2017 was for them the heaven. Okay, and they enjoyed the richness that they can ever that they couldn't ever imagine it, okay, in their entire life. So that's also my plan. Maybe I will leave my coins, okay, for long term. The best thing, it didn't cost me a dime. It's all the house money. I made it from the market itself, and I reinvested it again and again till I loaded my portfolio with a huge portfolio, okay, for the future. I didn't touch my own capital. Actually, I made 50% of my capital, still have some gains, and I will get them back and I will enjoy my life as it used to be. Then I will leave it for the future. Maybe in 2 3 years' time, it will be uh, worth a lot of money, and maybe no. You never know because another scary scenario I will tell you about now. But let me go back. What is my exact plan? If nothing's gonna bounce in 2018 and it's gonna stick there for 2 3 years, I'm not gonna accept below 50x or 100x on my portfolio because that's what I'm expecting. If I'm willing to wait for 2 3 hodl, okay, for 2 3 years, okay, I'm not just gonna let it go that easy. I'll wait for 200x, 100x, 50. Yeah, I mean those kind of x's because I waited that long. I mean Ethereum made I don't know thousands of x's, okay, and even Neo and even not Quant with the IOTA and so many other. If you look at this uh, ICO stats, it shows you how many x's most of these ICOs done or those coins done in the few in the past. So what I'm saying is, till it's uploading, okay, I'll so that's my plan. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't cash it out, all of it, but shit happens. Maybe it's for own good, okay, for my own good. Okay, maybe yes, it's gonna worth more and more in the future. At least I didn't lose my capital. That's why I was always been skeptical and cautious. Always have cash aside. I always cash out and leave some of them outside. So if you look at this, this is made, I don't know, like 4,000 X's. This is 3,000 Neo and Ethereum 2000X. Okay, so EC 2700, 2700X, 1400X. What is this? I don't know. Spectre coin? I never heard of it. Straight is okay, made almost 1000X. So for me, um, Epic for 100x or 200x, okay, on some of my holdings, okay, it's not far away. And as I said, I will be set for life. I will make millions of dollars, and I will be very happy actually having this in the future. And then maybe the regret that I'm having now, it will go away. I don't know. This coin made like almost like what 12,000x. Oh my god, 12,000x. That like I mean, if one of my coins, one, made me not 12,000x, made me 2,000x, I'll be, I want to say, an F millionaire. Okay, you see, it's just 2,000x. One of them, just one of them, 2,000x, I will be a hell of a millionaire. So you never know. In 2 3 years, maybe it's for my own good. Maybe God didn't want me to sell that early. Okay, still have my capital, 50% above it, and I will keep the rest. Okay, and I have a very diversified portfolio, blockchains with some platforms and some apps and some shitty coins. And sometimes the shitty coins, okay, make more X's than the real good projects. So I don't care. I will wait from now till the next 2 3 years if that scenario applies. If it doesn't and it goes up in 2018, my plan, if Bitcoin is planning to go to 50,000, because I will tell you something, there is also a potential that this can go if we consider that the 5,000 or $6,000 is the bottom or the support. I'll show you something. That plan, okay, could go up to. Oh, I just want to go the extreme. The extreme, well, yeah, could go up to $25,000. 24,000 is a fair value, and then it will come and test back here. I mean, it's gonna go like this. If it goes, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. Okay, then it will go up again. I mean, almost same move as. Oh, hold on. So could it go up to 37 $38,000? Then if it wants to continue, okay, it goes down again and tests some and goes to 50. But as per the initial okay movement, I can predict that it might go to 24,000 if we're going to break from here. Okay, so we are in between these two ranges, which is 6,000 and 11,700, 12,000. So we are between those ranges. Let's see which one is gonna be broke out. Okay, so if we're gonna break out above $20,000, good gives me a hope. This first we have to test the support 20,000, then we break out from there and we go to 24,000. We go to then to $38,000. So it's a possible scenario. But still, I'm not suggesting that now. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. So what I'm saying is, if it's planning to go in 2018 and break the $1 trillion market cap, so yes, why not expecting to go to to 2 3 trillion dollars, and that time I think Bitcoin will be worth around 1 trillion or even more, 1.6 last time I calculated. So my plan is just to get out by the end of the year 2019. So January 2019 is my exit time. And I'll tell you, even if I still believe the market is going to go up, I'm just going to exit. As you can see, we can reach 2,000, 24,000 by November 2018, somewhere around that. That's how it shows me the indication data. Of course, this is not accurate, but my exit is at 2019 January, and I will exit like not only most of maybe 95% of my portfolio, and I will not keep except maybe 5%. It depends, but because if we go like very up or we make an up move, I will just wait for the pump, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna pump it up to $38,000 maybe before the end if they are willing to move that high. So I'm willing to exit most of my portfolio because all what I'm looking, if we move, that's my point. I think the point that I want to make, if the up move or the bullish move is gonna happen in 2018, my plan is only 10 to 20x maximum. Okay, 10 20x is still I'm very good. I'm very well set up. Okay, and for me, um, it will be great millions of still great money for me. Now, as I said, because it happens in 1 year, I wouldn't mind to cash it out, 20x or 10x. Okay, 10x is still good for me. If my portfolio the other time I calculated, if it goes 10x, I'm set for life. Now, if it doesn't go in 2018, as I said, I'm gonna take my capital back. I'm just gonna wait for 2 3 years. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to touch it. I'm just gonna stay away, save my wallets somewhere safe, okay? And I will wait 2 3 years, but I'm not gonna accept less than 50 to 100x, and maybe even more. I'm gonna maybe aim to 2 300 because I know the next bullish movement when they come back, those crocs, the Wall Street funds, okay, they're not gonna just leave it somewhere around 20,000. They're gonna break that level and they're gonna break it big. And as I still, I believe Bitcoin is gonna go to $100,000. The question is when, when. I don't say it's not gonna happen, but the $1 million questions is when. So it might happen in a year, in two, in three. But if it goes to $100,000, it means my portfolio is gonna worth like almost 100x at least because I bought all of them at very cheap prices. So that's what I'm gonna wait. So being a millionaire now, being a millionaire in 2 3 years, still it's a good thing. I hope just we live to that day. All right. I know it's a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Only two, three, four people watched me during the live stream, but maybe in Twitter some more people will watch. I'll share it all over the media, and I hope you 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 like it. Okay, thank you very much, and please subscribe to my channel. Okay, and retweet my tweets. Okay, just to help me out, to help others. Okay, when there is something that I can add value to them. Thank you very much.